Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? Welcome. Y'all are a little bit closer today. I hope that's okay. Um, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Anyway, welcome to me and Tarot Card Puppet Banjo's weekly tarot card reading and drawing. And do the crow tarot. Crow tarot. Coffee tarot. Anyway, drawing. How y'all doing? It is in fact Monday. I know y'all are usually used to by now. I have created this schedule for the tarot card readings to be on Sunday, but yesterday it didn't happen. So today I said, why not? You know, I got my hair all done. It's been a while since I've done my hair. And yeah. I got a Kindle I already smudged. Got the smudge here. I got this candle, Winter Woods. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. I like Candle Company. If you can tell. Can you tell? Okay. Anyway, it smells very piney, very earthy. It's cranberries and winter pine. If you did not read what the candle said. Anyway, it's around 9:35 a.m. this morning. And if you're wondering, it's a little cloudy outside. I say a little, it's completely cloudy outside. The sun isn't really out. And also, if you're wondering, every time my Instagram makeup reel just uploaded, and every time I do my reel, I'm like, okay, I got it. And then after it's all already uploaded, I see, I forgot to add this one thing that I was thinking about adding. But it was just basically about this retinol stick, under eye stick, under eye lipstick. Retinol. It's not lipstick, it's just for your under eyes. And they say it's recommended retinol for nighttime use. My understanding is that that's because it's adverse effects with the sun. But I said, you know what? I don't really have any plans to leave the house today. Other than picking up Tracy, but I think that's at like 6 p.m. The sun is already setting, thanks to daylight savings time. But it's overcast. It's completely cloudy. There's zero sunlight out. So I said, you know what? Now today is a perfect day for my retinol stick, and mainly because I forget to put it on at night. Anyway. Hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Is there any kind of vibe and energy you would like to bring to this tarot card reading? I was going to do the Dragon Tarot, but then I had a dream about crows. So I said, you know what? I should just do the Crow Tarot, since I had a dream about them. So, here we are doing the Crow Tarot. I'm wearing my sister's Golden Girls shirt. In case you're wondering, what does her shirt say? It's a Golden Girls shirt. We used to watch it all the time when it was on Nickelodeon. Do they still have Nickelodeon? Anyway, I guess I don't know where y'all resided and where y'all growing up. I just assume people of a certain age watch my videos. Just because I click on the YouTube that no, this video is not made for kids. But anyway, the Nickelodeon was considered, I guess, like an oldie station, which is funny because Nickelodeon was like for kids. But here in San Antonio, we have a station, 101.1, and it's for the oldies teens. So I guess that's the television equivalent of Kona 101.1. Yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on about the radio stations here in San Antonio, Texas, but I won't. Because there's no need and reason to. Anyway. Oh, that's nice. You can see I got the candle going in this reflection. This piece of art my mom got at the Briscoe Museum. It is really impressive piece of art to look at in person. But it's also really nice to have this printout of it too. It's a red moon, a blood moon, and then it's got at night, obviously, and it's got some Indians, Native Americans, riding on a horse. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. Unsure of today's vibes for our tarot card reading. You know what? I got Banjo a fancy treat yesterday, and I thought it would take him a long time to finish it. I guess it's not a rawhide treat. I think it's like a harvest moon treat or something. And I said, you know what? Gypsy must have gone into my room and taken Benji's treat, because I don't see it, and he usually takes a long time to eat it. But I just saw him right here. He ate it, so he got 2 fancy treats. Anyway, got some coffee. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I don't see why not. 7 minutes. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. 1 second. Okay. Oh, maybe you can't tell, but I have the cards right here. With it, the little deck, right? You got fire in the video. So I'm thinking maybe we can just go back to the tried and true original kind of 7-card spread. Hidden influence, outside influence, and then have a card in the middle to kind of guide me as your tarot card reader into reading the horseshoe, also known as the cat stretch. Oh, and one thing I did want to say is I was going to make a tarot card reading on Thanksgiving, which is on Thursday. In case you didn't know, today's Monday. Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was going to make one on Thursday instead of today. I may end up making one on Thursday, but the way that our schedules kind of ended up, my mom and 2 sisters' schedule, because we've already planned it. We planned it yesterday. Unfortunately, but y'all already know, so I'm not going to linger on it too much. Okay, elephant in the room. Anyway, I was thinking about making a tarot card reading on Thanksgiving, so that may or may not happen. We'll see. Just because, I don't know, I think I made a Thanksgiving tarot card reading one year. I don't know. I just thought it might be a good idea, just because, I do not have a grueling work schedule. You? Huh? My work schedule is not so grueling as maybe other people's, but So that's why I don't mind being like, maybe I should make a tarot card video on Thursday, Thanksgiving. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. Just wanted to throw that in there. But Kimmy's supposed to come over in the morning, and then we're gonna go eat Golden Walk, Chinese food, and we're gonna eat at the restaurant. And I've already decided I'm gonna have me some hot tea. Anyway, and so yeah, I guess maybe I might do it in the afternoon, or I might just do it in the morning when everybody's watching the parade. I know some people like to watch the Macy's parade. But it, it's never really been like a big deal for me, so I might make it then, but we'll see. I don't want any copyrighted sounds that I did not pay for in my YouTube video. All right. I guess we can go ahead and get started. I don't see my name. This might be a longer tarot card video. I don't know. Okay. Now I want one for our puppets, cats, birds, rabbits, reptiles, fish, the squirrel outside your window. Let's get a card for them. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. This is Two of Pentacles is the earth element, and it's completing your day-to-day tasks as to not be overwhelmed. You get your day-to-day tasks done, and you're that much more prepared. The Two of Pentacles reversed is you probably need to worry about if there's like bills, unpaid bills or stuff like that. That for some reason has escaped your memory, your to-do list. But the Two of Pentacles is you are on it. You are completing your day-to-day tasks, and therefore more prepared for any sort of bigger goals that you may have. So your fish, your reptile, snake, guinea pig, puppy, they're on it. Okay, go for them. All right. So this is really cool. It's hard for it to see the cards because it's so cloudy outside. I have the natural light on. But anyway, let's see our overview. The Queen of Wands. Well, this is great. Fire element. The King of Wands is leadership. Let me look up what the Queen of Wands is. Benjo. Benjo. What are you doing? The potential, the queen, okay, so the king is all about like leadership and success. The queen is also about success, but this queen here is of wands is a little bit more about appreciating the potential of each journey has. That takes the opportunity to learn something new about herself with every challenge. And a tendency and what is it, taste for the finer things in life. What did Vinjo's awake this tarot card reading? What Queen of Wands, Vinjo? Okay. Anyway, so this is this is absolutely great card to get. Several people walking outside the building. Anyway, an absolutely great card to get. Appreciation, tendency to lean towards the finer things in life. The potential each journey has, and appreciating challenges because of a quick wit and learning. This is really great. You would think maybe this might be an earth pentacle element type situation, um, but it's not. The Queen of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles is a bit more motherly, I guess, so to speak. Um, and I guess it should be easy to remember, considering these are male lions. I'll try to remember that. Um, so yeah, this is very interesting. We have the fire element, Queen of Wands, approaching each challenge, appreciating the potential of the journey and learning. So that's great. 0 complaints. All right, let's see what our past card is. 8 of Wands. This is really great. Again, another nice, pleasant, upright card. The 8 of Wands is a second wind, if you will, a burst of energy. That's what these wands are. A lot of energy with the wands. So if in the past, if we were, if there was a running low on motivation, inspiration, spiritual fulfillment in our past, we had this 8 of Wands here that helped us complete a task, complete a challenge and a potential, no stone left unturned type situation. So, yeah, this is really great. Burst of energy in our past. Our present, the Queen of Cups. Well, we're just having a really positive tarot card reading. The Queen of Cups is emotional fulfillment, emotional maturity, and connected to the nature. So we have this connection to learning and the finer things in life, and then we also presently have this connection to nature, which is really great. A lot of feminine energy going on here, even though the King of Cups does also look like this with the moon here. But anyway, a lot of feminine energy, so that's cool. um, I'm just trying to think, maybe like trying to like connect these cards a little bit. Maybe finding like-minded people is maybe what this past and present could mean, right? Um, and I think this Queen of Wands is interesting not only because she has all of these decorations being animals around her, but there's this wing symbol with also the feathers, um, which usually denotes hard work and sacrifice. So our overview and our present, we have a lot of hard work, which is interesting considering that usually the hard work is in the earth element, pentacle. Not to say that there's not hard work in other places, but this, I think it's just interesting that we have a lot of hard work in other places that's not like the material of our job and stuff like that. So I would say this week we have a very balanced work life tarot card spread so far. So that's good. Let's see our hidden influence. A Seven of Cups reverse. This is very interesting. I keep mixing the meanings of the cards of the Dragon Tarot and the Crow Tarot. Uh, let me see the Crow Tarot. Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is usually a very philosophical card, kind of taking a deeper dive into concepts and stuff like that. Ooh, this card is very interesting, especially considering what I literally just said. Um, our hidden influence today is this reverse Seven of Cups, which is uh, uh, avoiding facing reality, spending every waking hour avoiding reality. Um, and so I would say this hidden influence isn't us. It's kind of like the complete opposite of what I've just literally been saying. I think this is interesting. I think this probably explains why we have the queens. Just in case maybe you're like, well, why is this a king and why is this a queen? I don't know. It might be something that you're wondering, right? Um, I think this explains a lot of this queen energy going on, feminine energy. Is probably because of this right here, this hidden reversed Seven of Cups. Um, the cups is of feelings, dreams, creativity, um, and stuff like that. So this reverse to Seven of Cups, avoiding reality, I think is very interesting, especially hidden. Um, so yeah, I would say we've got this hidden element. Maybe it's a hidden psyche, a hidden type of response mechanism, our shadow self and lunar self going on. Um, and I think this probably explains the Dragon Tarot. The Dragon Tarot, Seven of Cups, is disillusionment if you rely on the commitment of others. Like I said, the Dragon Tarot is a little kind of straightforward and blunt, and it does not sugarcoat anything. Um, so I think this probably hits a little bit to this a Dragon Tarot Seven of Cups, but there seems to be this a problem and issue here. Um, I'm not sure how that'll manifest, considering that it is hidden. Um, Usually, with your shadow self and lunar self, there are things that need to be expressed and communicated. Um, and processed, I guess, evaluated, either by from the self or maybe somebody around you, or you're not necessarily y'all. But like I said, I think this applies for us. We have a very sophisticated past and present and overview of things. However, um, uh, I think we're able to spot out this hidden element of this reversed Seven of Cups here, which is avoiding reality at all moments in time. So our obstacle is the reversed Ace of Cups. This one is very interesting. this ace, the reversed Ace of Cups. Um, let's see. So this Ace of Cups card is an emphasis heavy on relationships. Um, Ace can denote either the beginning of the start of, or maybe the a purity of the element. This reversed Ace of Cups is very interesting, and I would say quite dramatic. Um, this is repressed feelings, and as a result, becoming cold and distant. I think this is very interesting because this Queen of Cups reversed, and maybe even this Queen of Wands reversed, would have this meaning, right? This hidden Seven of Cups and this obstacle of this reversed Ace of Cups. So I think it's really interesting. We have both of the Queens, which is in the Minor Arcana deck, something that I emphasize as a tarot card reader. This kind of progression and a fulfillment of, I guess, potential, going from Ace to the King and Queen, right? And Knight included. Um, so yeah, I think it's very interesting. We have this upright kind of fulfillment of potential, and kind of this gaining of the ideal and best elements of each position or suit, right? Of the best parts of each element. So I think it's very interesting. We have this hidden influence in this obstacle. Um, and this avoiding reality, I think, is very interesting. I can, if I were to get this tarot card reading for myself, I would definitely think certain things about it. But trying to take myself out of the equation, since I'm the tarot card reader, I think this is very interesting. This sort of uh, philosophical avoiding of reality. I think it has manifested in the cups. And to be right next to this Queen of Cups, I think is very interesting. Um, especially starting something and fulfilling a new journey. There might be this really big contrast between y'all and somebody else who happens to be really close to you, whether it be in location, whether it be in I don't know, just some way that's compares the two. Um, so yeah, I guess that's what I got for you. I wish I could put these cards a bit together a bit better, but this avoiding of reality is a subsequent inability to start relationships, or this repressed feelings. I think is very interesting, especially next to the Queen. Two queens here. Repressed feelings next to the King, I think, kind of has a different vibe. Um, but there might be somebody, maybe you're supposed to help. I don't know. This seems like really pleasant, right? I like the Seven of Cups. I like the Ace of Cups. So there might be our obstacle today might not necessarily be an adversary, um, uh, all the way, but maybe somebody is quietly kind of asking for our help, our area of expertise. Um, and I don't really see why um, maybe we should disregard that and avoid that, especially seeing all of these cards together. Um, so yeah, there might be somebody who is respects you in a lot of ways, in cups and wands, and is trying to maybe figure out a way to ask for your help. Let's see your outside influence. The Six of Swords reversed. This is very interesting. Again, we have these feathers right here. Upright. This is a sacrifice, a worthwhile sacrifice. Um, Let me just check the reverse meaning really quick. Um, the Six of Swords reverse is a bit stubborn. The Six of Swords is a little bit something going on in the past, a little bit stuck in the past, maybe have habits from the past that are a bit maybe need to be changed. Um, so this is very interesting, our outside influence. Um, I like the Six of Swords. I used to get the Six and Seven of Swords in this Crow Tarot deck confused. But this is Six of Swords here. Considering that what we are spread today, I really kind of want to be nice to this outside influence, this kind of um, arch here, this kind of catch, stretch, horseshoe, these three cards here. I really kind of just want to be nice to you, considering that maybe it's somebody we're supposed to help. Um, and like I said, these are all really pleasant cards. If this Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Six of Swords reversed, maybe this message could have been sent with different cards, but this message is sent with these cards, and I really find very pleasant and positive. Um, So yeah, I think this is really interesting as far as being stuck in the past. The direct description in the book, being stuck in the past and holding on to bad habits. I would, as your tarot card reader, I would say I would go off though that direct definition, but I think it's a little bit more. Accepting. You've got all of this hard work and stuff like that, and we're over here in the what is it, the third, fourth, and fifth card. I would say what I'm trying to say is I don't think this archway here is without accomplishments and without what it means to have the queens of these suits present. But there is a reason why these cards are reversed. They're very pleasant cards. They're not adversary cards. I don't think I see one kind of protagonist antagonist type situation here. Um, so maybe this comparison, like I said earlier, might be quite beneficial and helpful. This kind of looks like maybe it could be the Five of Wands, right? The Five of Wands in this Crow Tarot is each wand is a different color, and they're kind of like scrimmaging or practicing battle. I think this might be something a bit similar to that. Um, so yeah, I think these are really nice and pleasant cards. This is Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Seven of Swords here. Um, I think we have a very positive kind of influence and energy around us. This kind of, I would say it's a competitive energy. This kind of avoiding reality, I think, is very interesting. Considering that this is probably a positive energy and a friend, maybe if not so, then potential to be a friend. This is, like I said, really pleasant cards. Um, so yeah, very interesting. Let's see what our advice and solution is. The High Priestess. Well, this is just great. We have tons of feminine energy. The High Priestess is our first major arcana deck card, all about the mystery and secrets. And uh, uh, if you're looking for, like I said, if you're looking for advice and signs, the High Priestess is here to give those advice and stuff like that. Um, Messages. Um, so a very positive spread this week. Um, and I really like this High Priestess card, considering this reversed Seven of Cups means like us spending every waking moment avoiding reality. Um, like I said, trying to put my elephant in the room situation aside. I think that's probably why we get this High Priestess here. There might be a certain way, this hidden kind of, it could be hidden because, not because of this kind of repression and neglect, but just hidden because of it's special, right? You don't want to, if something is super meaningful, um, there's a certain way to go about that, right? Um, so I think it's really great that we see the High Priestess here with this reversed Seven of Cups. Um, so let's see what our outcome is. The reversed Eight of Cups. This is really great. Um, Again, if I've been your tarot card reader for a while, uh, every single card here is a pleasant card. This Eight of Cups, even though it is reversed, maybe you know by now that I really like and appreciate this card. I do consider this card a bit masculine, just because of how orderly and in sync everything is. Um, but I think the outcome is going to be really great. This upright Eight of Cups is willing to risk it all and give it all up for something a bit more spiritual, like flying across the mountain to the mountain. But I think this Eight of Cups, the mountain is going to come to